ITRBoxing. You heard it here first. Pretty cool videos. And I heard they're also in HD. ITRBoxing.com.
Karim, what does it feel like to come back to SF, headline a card, and help promote it?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. You know, being able to fight in SF, my man's Humble Boxing gave me an opportunity to be able to co-promote. It's a beautiful thing, being able to be back in the city. I hadn't fought out here in about 3 odd years. The last fight, my brother, Karim Mayfield, did the fight, and it was a great success, and we're looking to have the same thing come October 21st, Saturday.
Hey, Rick, it's Rich from Sports Connect. What did you do different in this training camp?
You know, I feel, compared to my last fight, I wanted to raise my punch count, but you know, the fans want me to see me knock people out, man. So, you know, I've been working on packing that punch and, you know, bringing that hard hitter back, man, and going back to the hitting back, you feel me?
Is it going for a decision, Karim, or is it going to be a knockout?
Hey, man, I don't like to prophesize the fight, but he gotta go.
What do you know about What do you know about this guy that you're fighting?
Well, I know he's undefeated, and he's coming to win, and he has a pretty high knockout ratio, 70%. But Miguel Dumas, I gotta have him say no mas. No, as they mentioned, he's coming to fight for the belt, man. So he's an undefeated fighter. You know, undefeated fighters are very determined. They've never been beat, obviously, and he has, as I mentioned, he has a high knockout ratio. Out of 10 fights, he knocked out 7 guys. So, you know, I look to give him his first L.
Karim, how do you prepare mentally this week for the fight?
Mentally, I prepare mentally. Good question. You know, I had to step away from my home. All the little children, little rugrats running around. I had to step away from my home and had a good friend of mine, Tim Dwyer, to step in in the promotion aspect of things to sort of handle things, you know, so I can just be an actual fighter opposed to being a co-promoter.
Well, if people don't know, man, what does surfing do to the body to prepare you for your fight?
Excuse me?
What is surfing? Going surfing.
Surfing.
Yeah, anybody want to take a dip?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, hey, man. After a hard workout, I always go get in that ocean water, that cold water immersion, that CWI. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know, go to the Bay water, and that's the thing about having being in the Bay Area, man. We can go right across the bridge to Mount Tamalpais, run with Coach Brian, or I can hit the beach, man. So it's a beautiful thing having every you know, atmosphere and terrain around here.
I know you're a big hip hop head. Since you're fighting in your hometown, you got any special artists gonna bring you out?
You know what? Actually, special artists, we got the Banditos. They up on Mission Street. Congo, they have Congo drums, man, and they actually just made their house a national landmark, and they've known around the world actually, and they're gonna come out to the Congo drums, man. Black and brown, man, representing all day.
Say their name again.
Yeah, that's the Banditos, man. Theo Snoop and all that, man. Theo Richard, man. So Banditos, they're known everywhere around worldwide, and as I mentioned, they just did a mural on their home just about a month ago, and they made their house a national landmark due to the fact that so many legends has been through their house and performed with them.
Karim, at this point, would you say that you have a chip on your shoulder and something to prove, especially after that last fight, kind of getting jerked with the decision?
Yeah, good question. I fought another guy my last fight on Showtime, 10-0, all KOs. No one had ever been past the first round with them, and I beat us in the decision. The commentators had him winning 3 rounds to, had me winning 3 rounds, 8 rounds to 3. And all 3 commentators, the Facebook polls and Twitter's polls, had me winning, and the decision or not didn't go my way. So to answer your question, yes, the chip is on my shoulder, but that's why we actually chose a fighter of this magnitude to fight. You know, being able to be a co-promoter, you have the option to be able to pick your opponent, so to speak. And we wanted to show the world that we're not ducking or dodging anyone. We want to bring somebody undefeated in, and you know what I mean, we're gonna take care of business. Yeah. Back to business, the name of the thing.
Back to business.
Yes, sir.
Karim, who has been sparring recently?
I've been sparring at Andre Ward's gym against Suleiman. I don't know his last name. He just won another fight. He was an Olympic bronze medalist out of Paris, and I've been working with a lot of great fighters around the Bay Area, as you know, and just a lot of good fighters, man. A lot of good fighters in the Bay Area. We got a lot of fighters at Ward's gym, and you know, just to name a few.
Speaking of Ward, how do you feel about Ward retiring from the game?
Oh man, I think he's done what he needs to do, man. He solidified his career, solidified his whole his whole image for the most part. And SOG, man, did what he needed to do. And hey, man, it's hats off to him, man, and salute. I think he did enough.
How did it feel? I know this is a year or two later, but to look back and think Mayweather brought your name up. I saw it in that promo. Mayweather mentioned you to fight him. How does that give you confidence moving forward that you were opponent caliber to fight Floyd Mayweather?
Good question, man. You're pretty good there. Yeah, for Floyd Mayweather being able to mention me out of all the fighters in the world that I was going to be his next opponent, I mean, that was definitely a great look overall. You know, it made me a household name, and just knowing that the best in the world and in my era, being able to possibly being able to move in the ring around him, it was definitely a good look, and it gave me a whole lot of confidence, and that's why I'm here today, and that's why I'm gonna be here on Saturday showing that it ain't far from over, man. I'm back to business. Hey, shouts out to my coach, Coach Ben. He's been there from the beginning of my career from day one when I first started. He's here right now. You know, he's back in the Bay Area. He's giving forth and giving back to the youth, and he got me actually doing the same thing. And he's a mentor to me and myself, and me and other people, colleagues that I'm around, showing us how to be better men and better mentors overall. I gotta give shouts out to my man, Coach Ken. He's been around, big mentor. This guy right here.
Thank you, thank you.
Brian, Sports Connectors. Gotta give a shout out to Sports Connectors. Yeah. Everybody that's watching, man, go down Sports Connectors. It's the next new thing coming, man. It's the LinkedIn, Instagram of sports, man. So connect everybody on every aspect of sports, man, for sure. And there you have it.